Okay, so today I have the beautiful, wonderful Maggie with me. Hello, Mags,
Hi, Jackie.
darling. And so Maggie is a beautiful client of mine, incredible woman, mother who has done some really cool transformation work. And so I'm going to get her to do most of the talking. It's not going to be about me, and she's going to be able to share with you what it is she's been able to overcome. And yeah, what's been the main pillars that she's seen herself, overcome in this journey that we've worked together on. So Maggie, tell us a little bit about just who you are and what you do, so the girls get to know you a little bit.
Okay, so, well, I'm Maggie. I'm a spiritual being having a human experience. That's what I am. And it's taken a long time to actually say that. So that's part of my transformation as well. I've been a single mother with three children under the age of 2.5. So um, I've needed a lot of healing. I've come from a dysfunctional family, and yeah, healing has been my number one priority since my children probably turned no, actually all the way through I've been healing, but not anything so more in depth than what it has been the last few years. The
Mm.
last few years has really been in depth, and Jackie, darling, you have just literally hit the transformation button and we went go.
We did, but you can't get there without the willing person. You were the willing
I
female.
get that.
You were
Absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah,
you stepped into the healing, and as you know, and as all the women that are going to be coming on board know, that's the biggest part of the transformation is your commitment and stepping forward into it.
absolutely.
Mm.
Yes, you have to want to do this
Mhm.
and um know that it's for the best. It's there is nothing to lose in any of this. It's just been amazing, but to be with you, who somebody who holds the space for me to create the environment that I feel safe in,
Mm.
that you can relate to me, and you're the facilitator. So you're right. I'm probably doing the most of the work, but you're the one who I can trust, who I feel safe with, and you can hold the space for me.
Oh, that's
So,
so nice. I never get sick of hearing that because that means so much to me. So that's a perfect time to kind of say, what was it that led you to start this work? Like you've talked a little bit to your children there, and knowing that healing was right up front early on. But tell me what led you to really jump in. Like, what was that moment where you were like, you said the last couple of years, probably it's gotten deep, right?
yeah.
What what was the driving force behind that?
I haven't just worked with you, I've worked with other people as well. Um, so, uh, what was the driving force? Well, I
What
actually
you
went and
had
did the
enough of?
psych.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's okay. I was saying, what had you sort of just had enough of and said, this is the point, it has to change? Because I feel like most of the women I work with, and myself
Okay.
in particular, it got to a point where I think I had been trying to heal my whole life, but then there was
Yes,
a force, and for me, it was the birth of my child. It changed me to be like, I can no longer just put up with that and just continue blindsiding the things that I need to
okay.
unpack now. So what did it was there something that happened, or you just got to the point in your life where you're like, I gotta go deep. I gotta go deep.
Yeah, I listened to my intuition and I knew that I had to go deeper. So my intuition was telling me, but there were things that were just repeating and repeating. And no matter how many healings I had, how much work I was doing, it was still there. And I knew that there was something else for me to be able to clear this, to allow me to move forward. And that's where you stepped in. So yeah. So there was a point. I mean, there was a point, but the universe guided me to that point too. I'm a firm believer in that, and I knew that it was the right time to get deep. And yeah, it's been an amazing journey.
It has, and there's a whole nother story to that I could share about my beautiful buddy, business partner, Sky Swift, who was involved in
Yes, well,
initiation into all of this, but I'll share
yes.
that another time with everyone. But so tell me, have you, when you think about that driving force and knowing, okay, like I need to get deeper and it's time and I've listened to my intuition, have you achieved what you hoped from that moment? Like, has it been, and obviously the journey is always continuing, but right now, have you achieved, you know, a lot of the healing you were setting out for when you began that?
Yes, and more.
Mm,
A lot more. And knowing that the layers that you think, okay, great, excellent, I feel so much better, I've cleared that. But then there's another layer.
mm,
And then you go, okay, all right, I'll work on that one, I'll clear that one. But then there's another layer. But this is okay. This is how it is. And this is part of the accepting of the healing, that it's not just one level. It's like an onion. It really is. Like, you've just got to peel the way the what are they called,
it is.
the layers of the onion. You just got to
Got
pull
it.
them away,
Mm,
and you're going to get to the core issue. And that's what I've been saying to the universe for ages. I just want to get to the core problem. I just want to get there.
yeah, yeah.
And I'm getting there. Yeah, I've achieved that. And I wouldn't say it was necessarily a goal. I didn't have this goal, like, I just wanted to feel better. I wanted to feel empowered. I wanted to feel like a woman again. I wanted to feel like, who am I? What am I all about? I've done all these things, but who am I? And I think
Rocking it
that's
now.
the empowerment of what the work we've done together.
I agree. I agree. And like I said before, you are rocking it now. Like, I'm so lucky where I sit, when I get to see women like you. And I did just mention you to someone the other day as an example of someone who I don't think even fully grasps the transformation, but I see it because I see
Absolutely.
the beautiful, slightly sometimes broken woman that comes. And then I get to see the transformation of that woman later on when we're talking about things. And I just think, I'm not even going to say, but to be even discussing this like this without the tears or without the
Oh,
angst, and we can talk about it like it's just natural, is such
absolutely.
a thing. And I think that's what drives me too, to help women. It's not that we're not going to face challenges and things that are going to test us. It's that if it's not hitting that sore spot anymore and it's not re-triggering old trauma anymore, you manage it like the boss, like the female divine feminine leader that you are. You just flow with it.
Absolutely.
And that's what I see you do. And it's just it makes me feel so happy. So happy. So okay, so tell me, what then, if you had to put, like, what's been the value of that change? So now, what has it brought to you? The fact that you've been able to drop those layers and heal that past, what has it brought into your life?
My children. It's
Mm,
brought them back to them, um, able to receive me, able for them to let me support them, and vice versa too. My goal, I guess, was to have my family back, all together. No matter how, I've got two in Sydney, I've got one in England, and no matter how I feel as though we're apart, we're actually not apart. We're actually more together than what I give myself credit for. And the ripple effect has been amazing. The ripple effect that the healing that I've done to now help my children to heal, who are young adults now, but has allowed them to see the miracles, see the start seeing the joy in life, you know, and start seeing the healing processes happen for them.
Yeah.
So yeah, yeah,
So
the
that is,
ripple,
yeah, the ripple.
the,
And yeah,
the ripple is amazing.
yeah. It's the greatest part to watch, because when you're in it, when you're in the problem with everyone, and this is part of the core of what I teach, when you're in the problem with everyone, you can't see it from a higher perspective. And we, trust me, we were put here as women to see the higher perspective. We've just had a lot of struggle to overcome, and we're getting there. And when you can sit back and witness this ripple of your own commitment to healing, I don't know that I have felt a better feeling, actually. I'll be very honest, looking at my children and seeing our relationship transform, and the way we speak and love, and going, you know what, with there no ego attached, I did that. That's how you must feel. Like,
Absolutely.
and that is like,
Yeah,
it's empowering. It's empowerment, but it's also self-love and just this big hug. You're like, this is the way. Like, that's, I remember just going, this is the way, and there's no doubt in my mind, this is the way to everybody's healing. It's me. Without
absolutely.
pressure in that, I just got to keep showing up to this baby, and we've got this.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh my God. Amazing.
100%.
So good, I know. So, okay, so we'll wrap up with this question, because I want to keep them short, and Mag's given me her time on her birthday. That's the love. Here with me on a B-Day is, what would you like others to know who might be considering embarking on this journey? Like, what have you got, one word of wisdom or two, or a sentence, or just whatever you want to say to them?
Yeah, what does Nike say? Just do it.
Oh, the slogans are coming out. Look out. Look at you go, Mag. Hey, hey.
Just do it.
Yeah.
It's you can overthink so much of all the pros and the cons and the whys. Just bloody do it. I mean, God, seriously, really. Just do it.
Yeah.
And you'll just be totally amazed. If you want to do it, if this is what you want, this is what you're going to get. You're going to get your empowerment back.
Yeah. Yeah. And I heard you say before, like, you know, what sticks with me, that transformation is, I got my kids back. And obviously you've got, your kids are grown kids now, you know, women are going to understand that and see that. And some of the, many of the women I work with have younger kids, as do, like I do, but it doesn't matter the age. And this is when we get into this with energetics of motherhood. It's energy. So it does, age is nothing. Time is of no concern. It's the connection, it's the energy, it's all of that. And you have just shared that with me. Like, there is no greater gift than having your children back, or with you, or connected. So, oh, that's so amazing, Maggie. And I just want to say huge thank you again for giving me time on your birthday. And
thank you. Thank you. You're just an amazing, as I've said, and I can't say it enough, just an amazing person to work with, you know, and just to feel that safety and just to see that transformation is just fabulous, you know.
Yes.
Thank you.
You are so welcome. You are so welcome. That makes me so happy. So yes, thank you, my darling, for joining us. And I'm sure you've inspired all the other mamas out there that are on the cusp, or they're considering, and they're like, you know, it's time to jump. And I love that action part, the just do it, because that's a part that I left out for a long time, was the actual, the consistent action, right? And this is when we send our
absolutely. That's
it. Here's the action. Here's the action, loud and clear. So I want to thank you for doing the action and being one of those mamas out there, regardless of your age and your B-Day, who has transformed her life and her kids, and just showing up as one more empowered woman in the world. It's exciting.
Thanks, lovey. Thanks to you as well.
You're welcome, darling. Thanks for joining me, Mags.
Thank you. Okay, stop the